last vlog I mentioned that I had gotten a Russian manicure and I got something called a rubber-based gel, and it works. Okay, it's been over 4 weeks since I last got my nails done, and the rubber-based gel really like strengthened my nails, or like protected them, you know. And mind you, I know some of them did peel off, and yes, this one broke, but the only reason this one broke is because it was already broken, so the integrity of the nails already messed up. But all of these were like relatively short, and they all grew like so much in a month. I'm washing bottles constantly. I'm constantly washing my hands because of the baby. Gel wasn't lasting, nothing was lasting, so it does like help a lot. So I'm currently just waiting for my appointment. Hopefully they are running on time. Now more than ever, like, time is so important to me, and it's not great when people cancel on you or are running late or reschedule on you, period. But when you're a mother like, and your entire existence revolves around your kid's schedule, you're picking slithers of time for yourself that are so important, especially like self-care. Like, I know it sounds stupid, like, oh, it's just your nails, or oh, it's just your hair, whatever, but when you schedule out time for yourself as a mom, it is so important to do that for yourself. So when anything happens that, you know, people either run late or they reschedule on you or whatever it is, like, it's a lot worse, I feel. I mean, it's bad regardless, but it's a lot worse when you're really trying to make time for yourself and it feels impossible. I'm saying this because last time they were like two hours late. So I was like already ready and everything, just waiting. Good thing this place is right next to my house, so it's not a big deal. So yeah, I gotta go because my appointment's in 5 minutes. This is the before. Okay, so here they are. We got these two fixed, and I just did a matte over like a nude color, and this time we tried something called Luminaire, I think, which is supposed to be even stronger than the rubber-based gel, because now since they're a little longer, they can break even easier. Game changer. This portion of the video is kindly sponsored by Brooklinen. As you guys probably know by now, making my home beautiful is self-care at the moment. I'm dedicating as much time as I can to making sure that my environment and my bed and my room and everything around me is beautiful. Because even though I can't go and get facials, I can't go and like do everything all the time nowadays, I can't do it like physically to myself. A lot of the time, I want to make sure that my environment brings me peace, brings me comfort, brings me everything that I need. Now that I'm a new mom, everything is important, including my sheets. And of course, my sleep. I want to make sure that I'm not only investing in good quality sheets that are going to last a long time, but in sheets that are going to get better with each wash. And I feel like that is what I'm getting with these sheets. If you guys aren't familiar with Brooklinen, they are a luxury sheets company, and they create high quality home goods to elevate your home. They were actually founded on a mission to create beautiful home essentials at a fair price. I picked the Luxe Hardcore Sheet Set in the color white, and you can actually get 25% off if you get the bundles as opposed to buying the individual items. So this comes with the core sheet set, the duvet cover, and extra pillowcases. And they have so many options. They have over 20 colors and patterns, so you can actually mix and match if you want. So yes, we slept in these sheets last night, and Roger and I woke up in the morning and we were just like, these are the best sheets ever. These are it. And Brooklinen is kindly offering you guys $20 off any order over 100 by using my link, which I'll put down below, and enter the code Jamari20 to get $20 off any order of 100 or more. Thank you so much, Brooklinen, for sponsoring this portion of the video. Using a mini little beauty blender, and I think I like it more. It's a lot more precise and it really gets like in my inner corners. So yes, Roger took Arrow for the first time. It's his first time taking him like anywhere on his own, and it's only my second time ever being like without him, and I don't know what to do with myself. I get such bad, some kind of paralysis productivity paralysis or something like that, when you have so much to do and you're just so used to like not having the time for things at the moment that you want to do everything at once, but then you just start overthinking everything and you end up only getting like half of a thing done. That's the story of my life lately. I've never been very good at time management, and now like after having a baby, like it's the worst it's ever been. So obviously, you know, like I have separation anxiety with Arrow, but I kind of just have to overcome it because I need time. Like I need time for myself. I need time for my mental health. I need time to work or to do things that I'm very passionate about and be creative. Like I need time for that because motherhood is hard. Okay, like I know people say that and you're like, yeah, it's hard, but it's so romanticized online that people kind of like look past the fact that it's hard. You have absolutely no idea how hard it is until you're in it, you know, and there's just no going back. Like you just have to learn how to live with it. You have to reset your life, or like just learn how to be this new version of yourself. It's the hardest thing I've ever done, but at the same time it's the most beautiful thing I've ever done. And at the same time, like I know that it's my evolution into becoming like the best possible version of myself. You don't have to have kids to evolve in such a way or grow a lot, but I really do strongly believe, like now that I'm going through it, I really do believe that at least for myself, I wouldn't know of the things that I'm capable of if I didn't have a kid, because my limits are just pushed to an extent that I don't think I would have pushed them if I didn't have another person depending on me to survive. It's hard, man. You know, I've been through a lot of things that I try to compare it to. And while those things are so hard because, you know, like in the moment, like they're very difficult, it's not something that's like no days off type of thing. It's a new challenge almost every week. And I feel like it's going to be like that until they're an adult. And it's not to scare anyone because it's I don't even know how to describe the type of love. It's another thing that I don't think I would have ever experienced if I wouldn't have become a mom. It like balances everything out. It has to. Only that type of love can counteract or like balance out that type of difficulty. And everybody's different. There's some people that just breeze through motherhood. They have very easy babies, and I feel like Arrow's is relatively easy, but it also very much depends on you and the person that you are, and like how you manage things and your stress levels, your anxiety levels, like how you are as a person. That determines how hard motherhood's going to be for you as well. And I feel like I'm very scatterbrained and I'm all over the place, but I really want to get my thoughts out. Motherhood is just the strongest love you'll probably ever feel, and the most difficult days you'll probably ever have. Balanced by some of the, if not the best days, you know, that you'll have. How permanent it is really like drop kicks you in the face every now and then. And how much of you have to give to another person. It sounds really selfish. It sounds like, oh, you know, like you're so ungrateful, you have a healthy baby, like all that. Like I am so freaking grateful. It's not even funny. Okay, this is not about that. I've always been a very independent person. I've always loved my quality time with myself. Like I've never had a lot of friends. Like that's just like my personality. It's all of these little facets that make up not only who I am and my personality, but also that help me a lot with my mental health, like the time alone and the time to be creative. That's a huge one. I didn't realize how much of an impact it would be to like my mental health and like who I am as a person, to not be able to have time to do things that I really enjoy, or, you know, which are a lot of them have to do with being creative. And it sounds like I'm just complaining, and that's really not how I'm trying to come off. I'm just really trying to paint a picture because I feel like motherhood is so romanticized. And I wouldn't tell anyone not to have a child, but I also wouldn't tell anyone to have a child. There's people around me that don't want kids, and I am the last person to criticize anyone either wanting or not wanting kids. Like I tell you my experience, and that's the best that I can do. To each their own, and everybody has a different experience. It's not for the faint of heart, man. Like I don't know how else to put it. It's really not. The point of this rant is just to explain, you know, how I'm feeling about motherhood. I love being around him and caring for him. Like I didn't think I was gonna be so good at caring for someone, but I feel like I am. But let me not cry in this rant. but it's hard. It's hard. It's hard, especially if you don't have like a village, when it's just you, you know, and when you work for yourself and when you just, everything is on you, you know. So I just have a whole new like appreciation for mothers, especially single mothers, like any type of single mom. Like, dude, I cannot even imagine. I really can't. I don't know, sincerely, from the bottom of my heart, I don't know what I would do without Roger. You just learn how to appreciate people so much more, especially like the father of your child, if he shows up, because a lot of them don't. It's a different kind of admiration, like appreciation. So I do not know what I would do without that guy. To summarize what I'm trying to say, because I know that this is all over the place, and it's just like when I have time to myself, I feel like I want to get everything out. All I want to say is that, you know, motherhood is a paradox. You feel the strongest like love for a person that you'll probably ever feel in your life, at least, you know, in my experience. But it's also very, very, very hard. And everybody's experience is different, especially if you have a lot of help. But it's still hard because it's such a permanent thing, you know, it's forever. And it's up to you and no one else to make sure that this human turns out to be a good person. So it's like no pressure, no pressure. And I just try to take it one day at a time. When I hear someone say they don't want kids, and then like someone else is like, oh, you don't know, like in the future you might want, you're gonna grow old, this and that, you don't know, like you might change your mind. It's like, sure, they might change their mind, but don't belittle, especially if you've had children, like don't belittle how difficult it is to have kids, and especially if you don't have a village. Very important, if you don't have a lot of people to help you take care of that kid. So love them, really do, but it's hard. It's hard. Just finished a little Pilates sesh with Move by Nicole, or Move with Nicole. Forget the name of her channel. I'll link it down below. Love her stuff. After pregnancy, it's been tough to get back into shape. I have like weeks where I want to work out and then weeks where I'm just too tired, but my rib cage got really like a lot wider. And obviously, you know, I have a lot of like fat around my core area. So I'm really trying to work on core and like get my arms toned again. When I do get back into like my little swing of working out, I start jump roping multiple times a week, and now I'm integrating Pilates. And you know, I also do like a little bit of weights here and there, but I'm not going to a gym or anything. I do everything from home, so I just use dumbbells and like bands and stuff. So yeah, but Move with Nicole on YouTube, she's really, really good. A lot of them are like 15 to 20 minutes, and you could just knock them out like in the morning or whenever you have time, really quickly. So yesterday I blow dried my hair. I just took it out of my sleeping bun, but we're gonna try to preserve this puppy. Okay, so I'm about to shower, and I got this shower cap, and it's the cutest thing ever. So I want to show you guys. It looks like this. I got it from Target. It has a little bow, but it's so tight that I feel like it's the only cap that actually like works for my hair. It really prevents like the humidity from getting on my hair, the humidity from the shower. Let me put my contacts on. just took out blood. It sucks. Coming to you from my editing chair really quickly. So this clip made me think of a video I saw the other day. If you can see, I don't know if you can tell or not, I definitely can. The coffee table is really, really dirty. The glass is like, there's a bunch of prints on it and stuff, and it's Arrow. He walks around, it's his favorite thing to do, walk around the coffee table and just like touch everything. And my mirror, I have the big living room mirror, and it's the same thing, like his fingerprints are everywhere. And it always makes me think of this video that I saw the other day. Somebody mentioned that you're not gonna have your kids' fingerprints all over the place forever. You know, there's just gonna be one day where it's gonna stop and you're gonna miss having those fingerprints everywhere. And I think about that all the time. And it has made me so much more laid back in terms of like having the coffee table perfectly clean and having the mirror that I have, you know, have mirrors all over the house, having those like perfectly clean because it's Arrow's little fingerprints on it. I obviously clean it every now and then, but I'm not as crazy about it as I used to be. That's another thing. I mean, this whole vlog basically is about motherhood, so I might as well throw these thoughts in here. I'm so much more laid back than I used to be in all aspects, but this is one of them. Like, this is just an example how motherhood is many things. It's very hard, but you just like, you evolve. It took having a kid to kind of like stop being that much of a perfectionist. And it's a beautiful thing because I feel like perfectionism really stopped me from doing a lot of things, and I feel like this will really help me, not just for now but in the future, to not want everything to be perfect before diving into something, you know. So next time you're gonna go clean your kids' fingerprints, remember that. And one day you're gonna miss them being little and like touching things, you know, and having their little fingerprints all over the place. All right, back to the video. Sorry about this. Didn't mean to. It was just a clip of a freaking coffee table. How the hell did it get that deep? But yeah. This is my mom uniform for the day. A headband, which I got from Target. It's like a grayish headband. Earrings are Majuri, necklace is Majuri. You guys know I barely take these off. This is a very oversized sweater from Aritzia, I think. Outdoor Voices bike shorts. These are my favorite. And my Birkenstocks, you guys know. I have like 3 or 4 mom go-to outfits that I cycle through when I just don't have time. So this is what I've been using to disinfect his playpen, and I also clean his high chair with this. And so far I really like it. It doesn't have a strong smell at all, and it doesn't leave any weird residue or anything, which I really appreciate. So I've been making a veggie hummus sandwich, and when I make something and I like it, I just play it out. And I just make it every single day until I get tired of it. So we're gonna make it today, and I'm gonna show you. It's literally just bread, hummus, and veggies. Bread. I use this one, but any bread is fine. This is a hummus I use. It's just the Cedars Original. Provolone cheese, very important. A little bit of salt and pepper. I have a little bit of an obsession with green insulated things. This is for my coffee, this is for my water. Love them both. This one's by Created Co, and this one is by Simple Modern, and they're great. And that's everything for this vlog. Thank you guys so much for watching, and thank you Brooklinen for sponsoring this video. Don't forget that you can use the link below and enter the code Jamari20 to get $20 off any order of 100 or more from Brooklinen. And I'll see you guys in my next video.